Hi everybody, welcome back. It's Amy. So today I'm going to do two things. I am first going to give you the answers to the Module 1 test that I gave you last time, and then I'm going to give you the questions for the Module 2 test. Very exciting stuff. Alright, so the Module 1 test covered Module 1, obviously, which was kind of an all-encompassing module. It gave you a little, like a buffet, gave you a little taste of everything we were going to do throughout the entire program. All right. Okay, so the first 10 questions were true or false, and then the following 10 questions were multiple guess, multiple choice. All right, so I'm going to start with the true and false. Number 1 was, a treatment goal is what you wish to achieve in the future while in treatment. That's true. Number 2, I have positive personality traits. That is true. Even for those of you who are really down on yourself. One of the first things I would do with a new class offenders that I had in prison, I would ask each of these men to tell me something positive about themselves. And I want to tell you, it wasn't always easy. But you can, I don't care what you've done in this life, you need to find that thing that you know you're good at. And I don't care whether it is that you're good at fixing things, or you're a good friend, or you're a good listener, or you're athletic, whatever it is. Because when times are tough and you're really down on yourself, sometimes you just need to think of that one good thing that you know how to do. All right, it can really pick you up. It can give you a little self-worth. All of us have good personality traits. All right, number 3, treatment does not work when someone is open, honest, and willing to disclose information about his or herself. That is false. Treatment only works if you are open and honest and willing to discuss information about yourself. Number 4, it is impossible for someone to change his or her behavior. False. Or you're just wasting your time here if you don't believe that. 5, abuse means acts or behaviors which result in physical or emotional harm, including neglect. Neglect is abuse, and that is true. Number 6, committing a sexual crime is the result of a series of related steps that create a cycle of behavior. Yes, 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 true, true, true. Number 7, defense mechanisms. Defense mechanisms are ways in which people deal with truth and reality. True. Number 8, denial is when you would refuse to admit the truth about your crimes or the problems you have. True. Number 9, when you minimize your behavior, you try to make it out to be more serious than it is. False. False. When you minimize your behaviors, you try to make your behaviors seem less than by saying things like, well, I only touched her, or I only did it once. That's minimizing it. Number 10, relapse prevention is a cure for sexual deviancy. There is not a cure. There are ways of giving you coping mechanisms and ways of dealing with your behavior, but there is not a cure any more than there is a cure for alcoholism. You have to look at it that you are in a constant state of recovery with this. All right, going on to the multiple choice questions. Number 11, important aspects of evaluation are investment, responsibility, and accountability, participation, silence, or D, A and B. It is A and B. Investment, accountability, responsibility, and participation are essential. All right. Number 12, treatment is a process of A, identifying problem areas, B, setting goals for working on problems, or C, developing a treatment plan for as to how you're going to go about solving your problems, or D, all of the above. D, all of the above. All right, the three main goals for sex offenders who have just entered therapy are A, discourage, freak out, or camouflage. B, disclosure, feedback, and confrontation. C, denial, freedom, and combat. Or D, depression, fragmentation, and confusion. It is B, disclosure, feedback, and confrontation. All right? When you're in therapy, you have to understand, especially group therapy, that there is going to be some confrontation from other people. If people think you're not being forthcoming, if you're not being completely honest, they may call you on it. Okay? Number 14, having no more victims is A, a short-term goal, B, an impossible task, C, the measure of whether you're successful in your treatment, or D, all of the above. The answer is C. C. The measure of whether you are successful in your treatment. If you have no more victims, then your treatment is successful. Doesn't mean you're cured, once again, but it means treatment is successful. D, an example of a defense mechanism is A, rationalization, B, irrational belief, C, sneezing, or D, none of the above. It's not sneezing. This much I will tell you. It is A, rationalization. Number 16, avoiding reality by trying to explain away issues by abstraction or theorizing is A, denial, B, intellectualization, C, religiosity, or D, minimization. The answer is B, intellectualization. Number 17, all sex offenders, A, are curable, B, want to change their behavior, C, have the potential to reoffend, or D, rape children. I guess you can dispel quite a few myths by eliminating a lot of these. First of all, there's no cure, so that's not the answer. B, not everyone wants to change their behavior. Nope. And D, people do not all rape children. If you're a sex offender, there is any number of things you might have done. C is the answer. Has the potential to re-offend. All right? I don't care how long you've gone without committing another offense. You always have the potential to re-offend if you are not careful, if you don't pay attention to high-risk situations, if you don't pay attention to your internal high risks, the way you're feeling, depressed, stressed, whatever it is, you always have the potential to re-offend. All right, number 18. The first step of relapse prevention is to A, become aware of the deviant cycle, B, quit treatment, C, deny your offense, or D, B, and C. Obviously, you cannot deny your offense, you can't quit treatment, so it is A, becoming aware of your deviant cycle. We all have a cycle. 19, high-risk situations are A, a reaction to stress, B, internal or emotional situations, C, external or environmental situations, or D, all of the above. D, all of the above. If you need to go back and look at videos to go over this, then do that. But you need to know these things. High-risk situations, very important. Number 20, when working on specific issues in treatment, one may feel A, confusion and anger, B, the need to minimize and have a cloudy memory, C, A and B, or D, none of the above. It's C, A and B. You go through all kinds of ups and downs when you're going through treatment. Sometimes you feel really good and really awesome about the process and the progress that you're making. And sometimes you start to confront things that are painful. You become angry about treatment. Sometimes there is confusion. You're conflicted about the way you you feel, the way you might remember things. And you do have a need sometimes to minimize things because you don't want to think that you did these terrible things that you have done, that you have hurt people, that you have hurt. But it is important to confront these issues. So those were the test questions for Module 1. Now I'm going to give you the test questions for Module 2. And again, they are going to be true or false, and they will be multiple choice. So I'm going to read those now. This time we are going to have 15 true or false, and then we will have another, another 15, no, more than that. No, another 15 multiple choice. All right? So let me go ahead and give you that. All right. So true or false for the first group. Okay. True or false, the use of drugs and alcohol causes people to commit crimes. Number 2, being incarcerated for a sex offense will stop a person from ever reoffending. Number 3, it is impossible to control sexual urges. Number 4, sex offending occurs because people need love and affection. Number 5, anger is a good way to control people. Number 6, if I bend, I break. Number 7, my way of thinking is much different than anyone else's. Number 8, fantasies can make you feel better. Number 9, environmental manipulation signifies a change in the weather. Number 10, others have thoughts, feelings, and experiences that are as important as my own. Number 11, going to church or going to synagogue makes me a good person. Number 12, being alone all of the time is healthy. Number 13, it is never good to admit fear. Number 14, leaving something out is just like lying. And 15, dependence equals weakness. Okay, now we're going to go into the multiple choice. 16, another term for a thought is A, self-talk, B, intelligence, C, feeling, or D, defiance. Number 17, which of the following is the correct sequence? Situation, feeling, thought, thought, feeling, situation, ready, set, go, or situation, thought, feeling. Number 18, certain situations make me angry. Number 19, I committed my offense because A, I didn't know what I was doing, B, there was something wrong with my thinking, C, I was in the wrong place at the wrong time, or D, none of the above, I am innocent. Number 20, which statement below, well, not below, which statement that I'm going to read best characterizes the criminal thinking error of uniqueness? Again, you can review this. A, I am not like other offenders. B, I will never do this again. C, he's out to get me. Or D, why can't they just leave me alone? Number 21, a common way that sex offenders disrupt treatment is A, attempting to confuse the group, B, remaining silent, C, lying, D, saying what they think others want to hear, or E, all of the above. Number 22, I can control my deviant fantasies by imagining frightening experiences from my past. A, true, or B, false. Number 23, which of the following is not a technique to correct deviant thinking? A, talking to myself, B, leaving the situation, C, thinking about prison, or D, masturbating? Number 24, phrases such as you might say, or in a way, or I guess, are all examples of A, lying, B, vagueness, C, confession, or D, none of the above. Number 25, the criteria for a deviant fantasy is, the criteria for a deviant fantasy are A, boating, swimming, or hunting, B, fishing, playing pool, drinking, and sex, C, objectifying, rationalizing, and consenting, or D, objectification, non-consensual, age-appropriate, illegal, and harmful to others or self. Number 26, refusing to talk in your therapeutic group is A, a good idea, B, minimization, C, silence, or D, none of the above. Number 27, a periodic experience of feeling like you're nothing is A, pride, B, zero state, C, victim stance, or D, lonerism. Number 28, refusing to consider feedback from others is A, poor decision making for responsible living, B, closed channel, C, lack of trust, or D, tired. Number 29, a good way to process or deal with your feelings is to A, get drunk, B, identify feelings and talk about them rationally, C, be sarcastic, or D, all of the above. And the last one for Module 2 is, another word to describe feeling glad is A, joyless, B, joyful, C, awkward, or D, apathetic. All right, so next time I will give you the answers to these. You see how I trick you with that? I get you to watch another video. All right, so until next time, please subscribe to my channel. Feel free to get in touch with me through this channel or through Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. Also, feel free to share these videos with someone who you think they can help. And until next time, be well.